I've been sewing for almost my whole life. I mean, like, my first sewing projects were for my Barbies. And I've had so many ridiculous, horribly ugly projects, and I only within the past few years have actually started to become really proud of the things that I make. If you sew, or if you're learning how to sew, especially if you're a beginner, you can probably relate to this, and you probably end up with a lot of things that are very discouraging because they don't turn out at all how you had hoped. I thought it would be fun to just look back and cringe on all of my sewing projects that I started out with. So I'm gonna pull my Instagram and just scroll and scroll and scroll all the way back to the beginning. I would say that within the past maybe 2 years is when I've been able to actually take my skill level and be able to translate that into my personal style. So there's so many things that I look back on and I'm like, why did you do that? Why did you finish those seams that way? Why didn't you just put in more effort? I hate this. Okay, we're at the very end. This was in 2015. This first one, this is okay. So my caption is LOL, wearing my grandma's curtains. This is really not amazing. There is absolutely nothing interesting about this. I didn't even finish the neckline. Like, why didn't I do that? This was basically just like 2 rectangles of my grandma's curtains put together and then I guess just sewn. Might not even have, I might have just folded it in half actually. I can't even see shoulder seams. I'm gonna rate this a 3. It's badly made, but it's just, it's not like the worst thing ever. Like, it's not horribly ugly. Oh my god, I hate this section of my Instagram. It makes me so uncomfortable. This dress is okay visually. I am really annoyed with the neckline. That's just very, like, what's the word? Like, abrupt. Like, it doesn't look fluid at all. And then the straps, the way that they're attached, like, it's just very awkward to me because I know that I didn't attach them properly. This is before I used facings on anything. First was like the dress we just looked at where I didn't stitch it at all. It would just be cut and I would just purposely pick a fabric that wouldn't fray. And then it would go into this dress where, like, I'm pretty sure this was just folded over once. And then that means that that like V part, like that was probably fraying like crazy on the inside. And then I upgraded to folding it over twice and stitching it so at least it wouldn't fray. And then I finally stopped being lazy and started using facings. I will give this a 4. It's fine. Okay, next is this shirt. This is again like so low effort. Like, this is similar to that first one. I literally just like sewed a few rectangles together and I even tied knots to kind of like connect the pieces instead of sewing them at the shoulders, which honestly, I'll give myself a few points for creativity with that because I actually think it looks kind of cool. But actually, I like this shirt. Oh my god. Can I stop with the sarcastic LOLs? Always looking into the distance, LOL. I hate that. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. This is gonna get a 5 for me because the construction I know is like, again, not very good, but I feel like it's still pretty cohesive with how my style is now. So I'll give it a 5. This is, I would say, where my designs started kind of like getting a little bit of flavor. I actually have this dress. I looked at it the other day and it's bad. It's that same kind of finish that I was just talking about, how I just rolled it over once and then stitched it. This is like a really pretty dark green, really heavy stretch fabric. And I did not know how to work with that at all. And even like the jewels that are on that slit, I know I glued those on there. Like, it's just, it's crusty up close. It's not good. And you can even see under the armpit, like you can see where the seams meet, which is just bad. I'm gonna give this a 7 because it was the first like gown that I made. So I was really proud of that. No, that's too generous. I'll give it a 6. A 6, yeah. Because it's okay, but it's just not, it's not there yet. Honestly, I'll just quickly go over these ones because this makes me cringe. This was for a high school fashion show and I think about this and I'm just like, I hate it. Most of these things were made horribly. The tank top on the left, actually, that belongs to my best friend to this day and I love that tank top. I think it's really cute. So that one, I'm gonna give like a 7. I really love it, but it could have been constructed way better. The rest of them get like 3s. I don't like any of these. This was my prom dress. I love this dress. This is not really my style today, but like it was very much 2016, you know, but like tasteful 2016. This is really special because this is the most expensive fabric I've ever worked with in my life. To this day, I've never touched something this expensive ever. The lace that's on the bodice was like $400 a meter. I think it was Elisab lace, which I'm not sure exactly how that worked. I think it was like a designer remnant or something. It was from my favorite fabric store in Hamilton, Ontario, and I think it's gone now, which is so sad. It was the best place. And at the time too, because I was obsessed with Gossip Girl, and Blair's wedding dress was like that really icy teal Elisab, and it was gorgeous. And so this was like my dream fabric. The skirt is silk chiffon, also in that really pretty like icy blue. It took so long to find like the perfect blue to match the lace. And for what? Like prom? This was all like painstakingly hand stitched together. So I'm gonna give this a 9. I would have done it a little bit differently if I did it today. Okay, now we're getting into when I started like selling clothing. If you own one of the first things I sold, I'm so sorry because it's probably fallen apart by now. These were the Bardot tops that I started off selling, and I like these. This is still like just such a cute, easy flip to do. Again, very 2016. This was when off-shoulder tops were like all the rage. It's cute. She can get like a 7. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's just not like exciting. This dress was spectacular. At nighttime, this dress is like, this fabric, it's so nice. Oh my god. This was actually like a stretchy sort of sparkly material. If you made this in the wrong way, it would look really, really cheap. I think I did a good job. This was very much inspired by Berta gowns. Like their bridal gowns are just like so sparkly and dreamy and beautiful. I love this dress. I felt like a fairy princess in this, and the trims all along here, the trim was actually way more expensive than the dress was. If you live in Southern Ontario, please, please, please go to Sussman's in Hamilton. This is where those embellishments are from. That store, oh my god, you walk in and it's like just wall to wall trims. The woman who owns the store is the sweetest lady ever. It's very small, but they have like thousands of trims, ribbons, sequins, buttons, crystals, anything you want. It's all there for embellishments. So Sussman's. I think I'm gonna give this one a 9 as well because it's just like, it's very dramatic. So I love that. But this is one of those where if you turn it inside out, it's not great. Now we're entering maybe an even cringier time on my Instagram. Okay, this is another high school fashion show. I don't want to show like other people, so I guess I can't really show this, but just know the next year it didn't get any better. Okay, this is where we're starting to go into my very experimental era. This is when I just started going wild and just like really making anything and not actually thinking about how it looked. There's this tulle dress, which I think is kind of fun. Like, this is a nice picture. What is this? This is not a, this is really, I don't know what this is. Okay, this is gonna get like a 3. This black and white top, this is okay. This is like uninteresting. This gets a 4. This dress, I love this dress. I felt so pretty in this dress. You can't tell with the filter of this picture, but the yellow of this dress, like it's just so bright and lemony, and I just feel like I want to stroll around like Sicily or something and just eat lemons all day. And this I would give an 8.5 because it really did flatter me perfectly, but it was like a smidge too small. I was too lazy at that point to put in zippers, so I didn't put a zipper in that, which would have made it fit a lot nicer. So it's just, it fit a bit too snug, so it was really awkward getting it on and off, but I love the dress. This top, I love this top. What did I call this? This was something that I was selling. What was this called? Oh, the blossom top. That's cute. Like, I love this. The skirt I'm wearing in this that gets like a 2 because that on the inside is a mess. But the top, maybe I'll give it a 9. I know it's constructed well on the inside and it's got some flavor. It's a little bit creative. This, I said I wouldn't show other people, but this is my best friend, so I know she won't care. I love this whole outfit. I think it's really cute. The top, I'm going to give like a 4, maybe a 3 or a 4, because again, I love the idea. It's a white waffle knit. I love waffle knit. I'm obsessed with that fabric. You can see the like roll hem. I don't even think I stitched any of that because again, I didn't really know how to work with stretch fabric. So I think I just like ironed that. It folded down. So like not great. The dress, I love, just such a cute upcycled piece. Some sort of overalls for the top, and then the bottom is just like a black crepe, and then I left the waistband raw. That is cute, but I don't know if I did that for a style choice or if I did it because I was lazy and I couldn't figure out how to like stitch it really clean onto the denim. That could have been it. I'll give the dress a 7. I like it. This was a really pretty dress that I designed for a charity, University of Ottawa charity something. It was like Disney theme, so this was supposed to be like Princess Belle inspired. How many sequins did I say? 1,300 sequins roughly. I wonder who owns this. 8. Maybe a 9. No, an 8. I'm being too generous. I'm trying to remember if I put boning in this. I'm gonna give it an 8 and then a conditional 9. If I could see it and remember how it was constructed, then I would maybe give it a 9. I mean, I'm sure if I was giving it to an auction, it would be pretty clean on the inside, but we'll just give it an 8 just in case. Oh, this one was cute. Actually, do I like this even? These were sleeves from like a 70s wedding dress, and I kind of wish I didn't cut them off of that. Kind of a weirdly constructed top. That's the thing, is I would just like start sewing and just put a bunch of random pieces of fabric together and be like, that's cute. So I'm gonna give that actually a 5 because I don't actually like it that much. I think the only thing that makes me love it is the sleeves, and I didn't even make those. This, I love this set. This makes me feel like a kooky circus lady. I don't know. I love these. An amazing friend of mine took these photos. I think that's maybe why I love them, because it was just the most perfect day. We shot these at a farm and it was just cute. I'll give both of these pieces like a 6 because they're not practical. They're very sheer. I love the fabric of the pants. I still have them. I think I'm gonna repurpose them into something else. I think that's where I'm going to stop. Like, this is where my design started to get a little bit better. 2019 was not nearly as terrifying as 2016 was design-wise. So I hope you enjoyed cringing with me. If you like this video, make sure you give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more sewing content from me. This made me uncomfortable. Let's never ever scroll back to the beginning of our Instagrams ever again, because that was kind of terrifying. Yeah, I'm gonna go and try to erase all of this from my memory. I will see you next time.